Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the one of the webinar where it's all about sales. And I will take just a few minutes to give the idea what is a webinar, what is about, and why we are doing this. This webinar is organized by the Ultimate Business System, UPS, and we want to do this every month. And normally we do on Friday, last Friday of month, and between 4 to 5. Why we organizing this webinar? This is it's give back to the community. We want to give the awareness. We want to give the uh, uh, specific topic knowledge in terms of, let's say, it's about sales, it's about marketing, it's about HR process, or it can be anything. So what we do normally is we find one good speaker who is expert in that specific topic, and we invite them to the webinar, and we ask them specific challenges which they think like it's very important to solve nowadays. And similar manner, today's topic is about the sales, and we know it sales is one of the core challenge which all the businesses has. And if you increase your sales, definitely you can grow your business very faster. So today we have the energetic and one of the good speaker, as I know him personally, and we almost all the people know him. And I would like to introduce our today's speaker is Jatin Dudad. And if I talk about him, he was like, I'm the teacher and instructor, and he's a trained 500 plus student in his career. Then after he started his entrepreneur journey. In entrepreneur journey, he has faced lots of issues, or you can say fall back, but he didn't give up on that. His mindset is a warrior mindset. So he, you can say, fight that all the fall back, and he didn't give up on his dream. So today he's a founder of the Sarvati Solution Private Limited, and today we are going to listen him. And I personally knows that we also seen last time he has did a webinar for sales, and there was 120 people in the room, and getting 120 people in a one room, it's not a joke. It's very challenging nowadays. So yeah, I'm very excited today, and today's topic is also interesting. It's ABC of sales and tip and tricks. Like everyone want to increase the sales, right? So today we are going to see like how we can increase the our sales. So how this webinar is for 1 hour. First 30 minutes we'll give Jatin to have a presentation, and next 20 or 25 minutes we will have the question answer. So if you have any question, just put the question in your note or in chat box. I will address all the questions after the presentation. Yes, Jatin, stage is yours, and I'm very excited for the today's presentation.
Thank you very much, Alpesh, for introducing me, and it's pleasure for me to share my knowledge with the community. And I'm thankful that you invited me and choose to talk about the sales, right? So instead of wasting a more time, let's jump on the topics and in which we want to talk, right? And that is the sales. And sales is the growing pain problem of the industries and every businesses nowadays, because time to time, decade to decade, all the processes that we are following, what we learn from the books or from whatever channels, it changed, right? And when we don't follow the latest things, or when we don't follow the upgraded things, we may face the issues. And I'm grateful that I'm sharing my knowledge, whatever I'm applying in my business, I'm sharing with all the people who are available here. So let me share my screen and start the presentation. Give me a minute, please.
Okay, look like we lost the Jatin, so let's wait for him. Might be something is wrong on his end. Okay, so meantime he come back. Let's take a very quick poll. Like, okay, how many people are from sales and how many people are from the? I mean, how many people are the founders? If you are the founder, can you just type uh, founder in the chat box? Founder will be very long. You can say yes, yes. You can just type yes in the chat box so we know it's you are the founder. Okay, Jatin, again, you are the co-host now. So if you able, you can, yeah, so there are the lots of founders are there. If you are from sales or marketing team, can you just type sales in the chat box so we know how many people are from the sales? Great. So there are the few people also from the sales, and I see the Ashish sir, Ashish type of sales. So so you are founder or sales? Okay, sorry, you will not be unmute. We will talk about later. That's why. Okay. Yes, Jatin. If you back and can you just check if you can share your
Yes.
screen? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay, so this is something what happen when we are doing a sales, right? Whenever we start our presentation or whenever we start our approach to pitch our prospects, the hot prospects, and suddenly you face some things which might be problematic for you, and that creates the first impression in their mind, our prospects' mind, right? And this is how we lose the confidence when we are doing the sales, right? So today I'm talking about the sales, a new ABC for the sales. And before I talk about sales, I want to say something about me. And I think Alpesh already told about me. I'm Jatin Dudhat, and many of you knows me. Yes, I'm entrepreneur by profession, teacher by nature, warrior by actions, and chef by passion. And that's my choice. I love all these things, and I would like to grow in individual areas in particular ways, right? Next point is, what is the ABC of the sales? Now, this is the most important things when we are talking about the new ABC of sales. It's mandatory for us to understand what is the ABC of sales, right? So this word ABC of sales was originally come from this movie, that is the Glenn Rose movies. I don't know that how many of you have watched that movie or not, but in 1992, this movie introduced the words ABC of sales, and during that decade, it was the most popular method to generate the sales. And whenever sales manager want to train the salespersons, they were forcing the people to focus on these particular things like ABC of sales, right? And this word was again used and emphasized in the Wolf of Wall Street movie, which was based on the Wall Street stock broker Jordan Belfort. And many of us might have seen the videos which was a popular as a reel on Instagram, that sell me this pen, right? And in that videos, it was the what can I say is, जो चीज पॉपुलर हुई थी वो चीज थी कि as a salesperson we were motivated after watching that video, but that was the scene of decade of 1980 or 1990. If we will apply the same trick nowadays, we will be fail, right? So what is the ABC of sales? If anyone of you know the ABC of sales, I would like to know the meaning of ABC in the sales. You can type in the chat. What is the ABC? What is the full form of ABC? Okay. So I'm not seeing that anybody is typing that. So let me go ahead, and that is the always be closing, right? The purpose of ABC was always be closing. So that, as I mentioned, that this tactic was the most popular in 2018 or 1919. And because every organization was forcing and generating the sales manager was forcing their sales people to follow the techniques at that time, and anyhow push it, be aggressive in follow-up and manipulate the people, give the wrong commitment, do whatever you can do, but just focus on making the money and generating the money. And it was a very popular now at that time, and people are many people are still trying to close the sales using this technique. But I will say that this is not the perfect way nowadays. Why?
So you can type in the chat. Yeah,
Sorry.
I was saying they can type in the chat if they want.
Yes, they can cite in the tab, right? So why always be closing is no longer valid. So nowadays, everybody has the information on their fingertip. Assume and think about yourself. Whenever you want to buy something, whatever you buy recently, let's say the latest phone, latest car, or whatever the simple things that you want to buy, what things you are doing first. क्या हम पहले क्या करते हैं? It's a simple thing. Go to the Google. If we believe that this product will be available on the Amazon or Flipkart or any e-commerce platform, we will go there and try to find out the reviews and everything before we actually click on the buy now button, right? At that time, if we will force the customer to close the deal and pay us money, do you think that it will be valid? No, it will never be the same, right? So we will have to change according to time. Has time changed? Like these techniques that I'm going to share may not work after a few years, right? Because as we are growing and as we have a new generation day by day, everybody has a access of the latest things, latest technologies, and because of the technologies, their choice like are a different day by day. Okay, so we will have to understand that how we can approach them so we can close it. We ultimate focus is closing and making the money, right? We are in the industries where if I say that we should not focus on closing the sales or making the money, that won't work. Even whatever I am doing right now in my business, my focus is that making the money. But do you think that placing my motto or placing my goal to financial goal to make a money will help me to increase my sales? No, that is not possible. And whenever you will focus and go to the customers by with the focus that I want to make a money and I just want to give the wrong commitment or whatever it takes, I will go do that and I will make close the deals. It will never help you to grow, right? It might help you to crack that deal, but consider that if they have good references which might be helpful for them, you may lose them, right? So whatever money you are making from the prospects in the future, you might be losing that because of your always be closing mentality, right? So I believe that we have to change time to time. Before we move to the another part, I want to show you this video, and I am requesting you guys that whenever you are watching these videos, just take a note. So you will get to know that whatever I'm trying to share in the next few minutes. Okay. Just let me know if you cannot hear the voice of the video. So I.
What do you have?
Laptop.
No. It's a plane.
Laptop.
Come, I'll show you. 2 + 2 4 हो नहीं ये जरूरी 2 shop. क्यों हर किताब की सोच है आगे समझी. न्यूटन किताबों से सीखता जो. What is this? Mirror. गिरते से कैसे देखता वो. The aliens are calling. Hey.
Hi, we need to discuss that project. Can you come on the call now?
Listen, I'm in an important meeting right now. Can we do this later?
Okay.
Thanks. Tegra 900, powered by Intel Core i7 processor.
So, what did you guys learn? Like, anyone can share in the chat. What is your takeaway from this video? Before we jump into the my new ABCs, I want few learning, because whatever I'm going to share in the upcoming slides, it is based on the videos that I have shared right now. I'm waiting. Okay. So I'm getting the feedback. Connecting your prospect emotionally. Okay. Connecting with emotions. Say truth. Imagine one thing in a different way. Okay. Give what client is looking for. Okay. Yes. So basically, you will get to know everybody has a different learning, right? Like we all were watching the similar videos, but we all have a different perspective of viewing the things that we have seen. What I have seen in that videos, and based on that, I am sharing my new ABCs for the sales. And why it's mandatory right now is that we will have to accept that everyone is not our customer, and we can't sell it to everyone. Right. And when we are focusing on that things that, yes, this clients contacted me from their side, I'm lucky. This is the inbound lead for me, and I will will close this deal. This will never help you. Right. What we will have to think whenever we are trying to sell is that am I able to add my own values so that we can address the pain problems of that customer or not? And are we doing the sales accordingly? That is the most important thing. So when I say my new ABCs, right? So for me, always be closing is the old pattern. And as we all learn the new techniques of doing a business after a COVID, like every industry, right? We learn the new techniques of doing a business after challenging a lots of problems. Here we will have to understand the new ABCs that S stand for me, S stand for all customers are not equal. Right. In that video, if you have observed that whenever that boy show the laptops, he said that it's a laptop. And when consider yourself as that guy, and he changed the perspective of that laptop based on the target audience, right? He make it उसने क्या किया, एंटरटेन जनरेट किया, एंटरटेन के बेस पे उसने कस्टमर को उसका जो यूजर्स था, टारगेट ऑडियंस था, उसको उसने इस तरीके से एंटरटेन किया कि दे वर कनेक्टेड विद दैट गाय, राइट? एक ने बोला प्लेन है, तो ही रिप्रेजेंटेड दैट लैपटॉप इन अ प्लेन वे. वन said that it's a bird, then he represented that self as a bird. So in your business as well, that you should understand that all customers are not equal, even though if you are selling the similar product to each and every guys, you will have to find out the different level of the customers. Let's say that UBS, that they are building the softwares for all-in-one softwares, right? And they are helping the HR communities. But when we say the HR communities, what we should understand, right? We will have to understand the pain of HRs in a different areas. It's not necessary that every persons are facing the same problem. Let's say that we are 101 people in the call. Can I say that everybody has the similar pain and everybody want to get the solutions which will be helpful for them? No. If you guys will go to the chat, you will see that everybody has shared a different opinion after watching that video. This is that what we have to consider whenever we are targeting our prospect. After they contact us, we will have to ask this question that क्या मैं इसके प्रॉब्लम को एड्रेस कर सकता हूँ? क्या मेरे पास कुछ सॉल्यूशन, जो सॉल्यूशन है उससे इस कस्टमर्स का पेन प्रॉब्लम रिजॉल्व हो सकता है? Based on that, you will have to divide the customers into a different categories, right? कोई कस्टमर ऐसा होता है, लेट्स टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ सिमिलर इंडस्ट्री, समवन फ्रॉम द लॉजिस्टिक इंडस्ट्री. कोई कस्टमर ऐसा होता है जिसके पास they don't have knowledge, they just know that they have a pain, and based on that they want to find someone who can help them. Someone's are that they exactly know that they have a problem and which type of solutions might be helpful for them. And there must be a customers who already tried the solution, but that didn't work anyhow. This is just an example. You should create your different level based on your prospects of that, whatever prospecting you are doing, based on the ICP, the ideal customer profiles that you have, and prepare the different level, different pyramids, and based on the pyramids, execute the filtration criteria where you will be able to identify that, okay, this customer falls into this category, and try to understand that customer based on that particular problem. When you treat all the customers just for dollars, or when you compare the customer with the money, right, you may not able to address the problem. And until and unless if you are not able to address the problem, you cannot sell. Let's say that I'm taking the normal examples that we all can understand. Can we ask any girl on the road, and can we ask her to like join us, or like join us on the date? किसी को भी क्या हम डेट पे ले जा सकते? किसी को भी पहले दिन फर्स्ट मिनट पे ऐसा पूछ सकते? नहीं. तो सेल कैसे कर सकते? Right? This is a simple funda. If you will consider sell as your love life, you will make it easy for sure. Right? आप अपने पार्टनर्स के साथ, अपने गर्लफ्रेंड या बॉयफ्रेंड के साथ लाइक जो भी कन्वर्जेशन जो फर्स्ट डे से स्टार्ट हुआ, और कैसे उस कन्वर्जेशन और रिलेशनशिप को आपने इंक्रीज किया. इफ यू विल कंसिडर एवरी कस्टमर एज योर गर्लफ्रेंड और बॉयफ्रेंड, you will learn a better sales techniques. Okay, so very first day कोई भी आपको भी बोलेगा कि भाई मेरे पास सॉल्यूशन है, आप आओ और मुझसे सॉल्यूशन ले लो. Nobody is interested in that. This is that generation, and that's why aggressive sales will never work. Right? How many, like we all are receiving the calls for taking a loans and home loan, car loan, personal loan, lots of things, right? Marketing call. I have like I was receiving that, and every time I received that call, I blocked that guy, because I know that I don't want to like purchase the things from them. So whenever we do a same approach by just doing a Googling that we should take a follow-ups, we should like represent ourselves in this way, that way, do you think that that customer will be converted and that will be impressive moment for them? No. That is the first mistakes that people are making, right? So identify your customers, and until and unless you are not able to identify customers, you cannot visualize yourself or put yourself in a way where you can sell it, right? So first you should do this. Second thing is that the B stand for better at conversation, right? When I say the better at conversation, that means I'm not saying that communication or sharing that the traditional way of doing the sales, right? For example, that we are experts in website or mobile application development. We have developed hundreds of applications. We have done this, we have done that. Nobody is interested in that, right? Because everybody is available on Google. When you try to speech yourself and when you try to represent yourself in a strong manner, nowadays you will lose the customer for sure, right? Why? Because today everybody has a short time, right? I hope के यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग जो वो बिलीव करते होंगे, पहले सब लोग अपने अपना टाइम इन्वेस्ट कर रहे थे, because at that time situation was different. Nowadays we don't have that much of time. So less time में maximum आप क्या explain कर सकते हो? So अगर मुझे किसी के बारे में कुछ बोलना है, if I have 5 minutes and if I'll keep talking about myself, all other people are doing same. As a customer, आप मुझे कैसे याद रखोगे? Just ask this question to yourself. आप कुछ भी लेना चाहते हो, try it. आपको कार नहीं लेनी है तो भी कार के शोरूम में जाओ, इंक्वायरी करो. आपको वो कस्टमर्स कैसे याद रख सकता है, right? या आप वो सेल्स पर्सन को कैसे याद रखोगे? For example, you are choosing one things like let's take the example of iPhone, right? They just launched the iPhone this month itself, and iPhone हर जगह पे available है, right? Even it's available on Amazon too. But after like doing a research, why are you buying the iPhone from the specific place? ask this question to yourself. And this is happening with each and every individual on the earth nowadays. If they are choosing you, there is a reason. So whenever you have to identify the customers, you will have to look back at your past customers or past relationship, that why they are working with you. If you will identify that scenarios, you will be better at conversation, right? You will good to know that which are the areas which are making them impress, right? And if you will talk about yourself, nobody will remember you, right? Everybody is doing that. So try to understand that pain problem, most important thing, right? Usko kya pain problem hai? और लास्ट मीटअप में भी मैंने बोला था, और अभी एवरी टाइम आई एम आस्किंग दिस थिंग, कस्टमर से वर्क लेने से पहले जस्ट मेक श्योर दैट वो क्यों, वो कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट्स पे हम मोस्टली मान लो कि आईटी इंडस्ट्री में है, राइट? सो आइदर लाइक यू शुड हैव आंसर, और इफ यू डोंट हैव आंसर, कस्टमर से कन्वर्सेशन के थ्रू यू विल हैव टू एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई कि वो उस पर्टिकुलर थिंग को क्यों चाहता है आपसे या किसी से भी। क्या उसके पास कोई ऐसा सॉल्यूशन नहीं है, ऐसा कौन सा पेन आप रिजोल्व करने वाले हैं? सो दैट वे यू विल बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई कि इस कस्टमर को कब तक एंटरटेन करना है, राइट? सो कन्वर्जेशन का मतलब मेरे लिए यही है कि कन्वर्जेशन से मैं कस्टमर और उसकी नीड को समझूं, रादर देन जस्ट पिचिंग अबाउट माई सेल्फ। मैं उसकी नीड को समझूं, उसका क्या सॉल्यूशन हो सकता है वो समझूं, और उसके बेसिस पे उसको कुछ सॉल्यूशन दूं। पॉसिबल है वो सॉल्यूशन मेरे पास ना भी हो, राइट? I have seen that 2 or 3 people are here who contacted me for the sales, and I said that you should not build the custom software or websites, right? Rather than that, what you should do, you should try this way, and based on that you will be able to increase your sales. After all, कोई भी कोई problem solve कर रहा है तो उसका मोटो भी या तो प्रॉफिट एफिशिएंसी इंक्रीज करना है या तो सेल्स इंक्रीज करना है। तो आपके सॉल्यूशन से क्या उसको मिल सकती है? अगर नहीं मिलेगी तो उसके दिमाग में एक चीज आएगा, अगर आपने सॉफ्टवेयर बेच दिया जस्ट फॉर योर बेटरमेंट, दैट पर्सन इफ दैट इज नॉट हेल्पफुल फॉर देम, क्या होगा? वो पर्सन सबको बोलेगा कि यार सॉफ्टवेयर मैंने बनाया था और मैं फेल हो गया, मैं नहीं बनाना चाहिए। एंड दैट वे वी आर लूजिंग द न्यू कस्टमर्स, राइट? सो बी बेटर एट कन्वर्सेशन एंड लिसन टू like solve their pain problem, not just to sell. Remember these things, and whenever you will remember this line, you will be able to do a better conversation where it will be an interactive communication, not about us. It will be about how can we resolve that problem, right? And last one is close with commitment. Close with commitment, as we have seen in that video, aliens are calling, right? But he was committed to serve their current customer. हम क्या भूल करते हैं कि नया कस्टमर आया तो करंट कस्टमर को हमने जो कमिटमेंट दिया है, वी फॉरगेट इट, एंड टू गेट द न्यू सेल्स वी आर फॉरगेटिंग दैट वी ऑलरेडी आर कमिटेड टू गिव द like a better service to our existing customers. और being a सेल्स पर्सन, हम कभी कभी ऐसा करते हैं, चल ले लेते हैं, बाद में देख लेंगे, हो जाएगा, नहीं होगा तो मना कर देंगे और पैसे भी नहीं लेंगे। बट दिस इज नॉट द राइट वे ऑफ गिविंग द कमिटमेंट। साइकोलॉजिकली दिस इज like this practice creates the confusion in people's mind, right? डॉक्टर अगर आपके साथ ऐसा करे कि मैंने कभी मतलब कुछ भी उसकी एक्सपर्टीज नहीं है, आप ऑर्थोपेडिक के पास गए और आपको गैस्ट्रो का कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, तो क्या विल यू ट्राई दैट ऑर्थोपेडिक फॉर योर गैस्ट्रो प्रॉब्लम्स? नेवर, राइट? सो this is things that you should understand, that people will stop believing in the solutions that you are giving or the service that they are receiving if your commitment will be false, right? You can be honest, yeah, it might affect you to generate the sales at that moment, but I have experienced that many times when I like become a transparent that okay, currently this is not possible for me, but हमारी expertise इस particular चीज में है, इसमें मैं आपको कमिटमेंट दे सकता हूं पर इसमें नहीं दे सकता, तो उससे हमारा रेफरेंस जनरेट होता है। एंड ये हुआ है, राइट? रादर देन गिविंग द फॉल्स कमिटमेंट, देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि मैं फ्यूचर का रेफरेंस भी अभी से लॉस कर दूं, राइट? सो डोंट गिव द कमिटमेंट जिस पे आप खरे नहीं उतर सकते। कोई भी प्रोडक्ट सेल कर रहे हो या सर्विसेज सेल कर रहे हो, यू विल हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपके कमिटमेंट से उसका पेन प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है। आपका फोकस अगर यही है कि आपको you just want to achieve your financial goal, then I would like to say कि उस फाइनेंशियल गोल से आप एक क्वार्टर का गोल अचीव कर सकते हो, बट उस कस्टमर से शायद जो न्यू बिजनेस जनरेट होने वाला था उसको आप लूज कर सकते हो, राइट? सो This is the new ABCs that I'm following. All customers are not equal, better at conversation, and close with commitment. And the other thing is that based on this, I'll say trend change, right? Whatever I explained so far, it's not always be closing now. It should be always be helping. Helping, that doesn't mean that we will have to give a free services, but you will have to like stop comparing the persons or someone who are contacting you with the money or dollar. Of course, our focus is that to increase the sales for our organization or for whoever we are working, right? But if you will like compare each and every customers that they are contacting you with the dollar, you will never help them. Help in the sense you don't have to give them a free services, but help them to identify the real solutions which will be helpful for them. अगर आपने पहले जो 3 steps मैंने बताए वो completely follow किए तो you will be able to identify आपके पास उसका solution है नहीं है या फिर without investing the money वो क्या कर सकता है, right? So आपका अब लेटेस्ट ट्रेंड जो है फिलहाल के लिए जो मैं बिलीव करता हूँ और मोस्ट ऑफ यू गाइज विल आल्सो बिलीव कि इंस्टेड ऑफ फोकसिंग ऑन मनी, फोकस ऑन दैट हाउ यू कैन ऐड द वैल्यू इन देयर प्रॉब्लम्स, या आप कुछ उसका प्रॉब्लम्स एड्रेस कर सकते हो. एंड इफ आंसर इज यस, they will be able to like hire you at your cost, and I'm saying that based on my experience. Okay, so again the trend is changed, that always instead of always be closing, focus on always be helping, right? So that's it from my side, and I'll say that I would like to end my session here with the quote that it's better to fail by taking a risk rather than fail in our thoughts. Thank you. It's over to you, Alpesh bhai.
Thank you very much, Jatin. It was very insightful and different perspective, where we can say we instead of getting closed deal, we should need to think about like how we can add a value in our customers' life and how we can be more helpful to them, right? So yeah, I mean now we have the one poll which I will like to run the poll, and then after we will go ahead and have the session open for questions. It's all about, as we are in today, it's about sales and marketing, right? So about mainly in sales. So I will just launch a poll and I will give 1 minute to fill it out. Poll is about like what challenges do you face while measuring the performance of your sales team? So there are the few options. We can just vote in that. So we have the understanding like does all the people have the same problem or they have the different problem? So when we have the next webinar, so we can consider what type of content we need to come up with, what type of webinar we can do in the future. You will see the screen on your one of the voting screen on your Zoom. Please take a look and give the vote, because I can see like out of 93, just 52 people has given the vote. Please do vote, so it will help us more for our next session also and for our services also. I will give more 30 seconds. Then after we close the poll and declare the result. Yeah, meantime. So if you have any question, you can raise your hand. I will unmute you, and then after you can ask the question. So please be very specific. Keep your question about around the sales, about the sales challenges. So we try to, the Jatin will try to answer that. So please raise your hand if you have any question about the session or about any sales challenges. Okay, so no one has a question right now, so I will go ahead and publish the. Okay, I just end the call. I'm publishing this code result of the poll for your idea. You can see like most of the time we have the 37%. The problem is tracking the productivity of the people in a sales, and second is the communication among your sales team, and also setting up the clear goal. So that's a major two challenges which people have. Okay, so there is one question from Saroja wondering if you could talk about the sales process in while. Jatin, would you like to that? Can you please give understanding some about the sales process?
Yes, thank you for asking this question, Suraj. Though it's again the like time-consuming topic, right? I cannot explain the sales in a few minutes, but what I will say that there should be a different strategies based on your execution. For example, if I am doing a sales, what I am doing is that I have a 6-7 steps that I'm following to generate the sales, and what process I'm following is that first identifying that who can be my customer, identifying like ideal customers, right? And when we identify the customers, the next questions that I ask myself is that where can I find this customer, right? If I'm selling it the online, offline, where is my customer? If you have a clear answer of this question, that where is your customers and how they look like, you will be able to identify the rest of the things. After doing that, identify the different stages that I said कि आपके customer को क्या कौन से level पे अभी है वो फिलहाल, right? वो level identify करने के बाद क्या आपके पास उसका कुछ solution है? That is the next process. अगर solution है और क्या अगर solution है तो क्या आपने उस solution से किसी को help की है? So first 3 to 4 steps should be finding and identifying that need of your customer. Either they are contacting you or you are contacting them and generating the prospects, right? Or generating the leads. First 4 step is not, it should not be like forcing them to buy our services. The another thing after that, you should, instead of like generating the sales again, saying the sales, giving the sales speech again and again, you should, your focus should be addressing the problem by convincing them to like jump on the call. And even during the jump on the call, पहले कॉल में my goal is that मैं उसको force करूँ ही नहीं कि आप ये services use करो या ये करो. क्या problem है आपको, उस problem को resolve कैसे कर सकते हैं, right? So ultimately आप ये सब follow करोगे तो I will say कि customer will ask you from their side. Most of the time it happens to me कि customer will ask तो फिर क्या आप help कर सकते हो? And at that time I start pitching about ourselves, right? क्योंकि अभी तक जो कन्वर्सेशन किया, अभी तक जैसे हमने टारगेट किया, our focus was that कि उसका प्रॉब्लम क्या है, उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या है, उस सॉल्यूशन से किसी को हेल्प हुई है कि नहीं हुई है, यही था, राइट? अगर कस्टमर आपको ये क्वेश्चन पूछता है, देन बिलीव मी कि आपके जो नंबर ऑफ फॉलोअप्स जो है ना वो भी कम हो जाएगा. So yeah, again, this is the long, this can be a long session, but in short, if I'll say that instead of pitching about the sales, you will have to identify the कि आपके prospects का solution आपके पास है कि नहीं है. नहीं है तो आप उसको pitch मत करो या फिर उसको entertain नहीं करो. Say learn to know, and that way you will build a connection also. I hope I gave the answer.
So that we hope that answer is given. Yeah. So Ashish has one question. Ashish, I'm now you can speak.
Okay. Hi, Jatin sir. Thanks for the wonderful webinar. Now, I have a question that, as you rightly said, that we should actually help customer. We should close the sale, or not close even. We should interact with the customer in a way that we are helping them. But when you are having a team of sales people, so, and when you have set the target-based remuneration or the bonus, for example, so isn't it contradictory? Don't you think that they will bypass this thing sometimes, or it depends on the individual, isn't it so?
Yes, it will be a contradictory, and that's how as a founder we face the issues, right? Whenever we set the goal, their goal will be making the money, right? But based on my experience, I can say that even after having a team of 100 developers, we had the 2 salespeople only in our team. How's that possible? Right. So we didn't set the monetary goal at that time, but instead of that, we have given them the how can we generate the quality prospect. Even though like we were working through Upwork or any other freelancing platform, what was our focus? That whatever customers have given over there, how can we approach in a way that we we were able to justify ourselves instead of writing about ourselves. We were following one formula, right? I shared that previously, that the formula of doing a conversation with the people is you plus me plus you. It's a long one, but in a short, if I'll have to share, whenever ourselves people will understand this formula, it will like most probably the chance of like teaching about ourselves will be decreased for sure. That's what I have observed so far, right? So we may have to invest the time over there where we train our people. Sales is not about making a money only. It was in the previous decades, right? Currently, it's making a relationship, because I don't know the persons, but he has it's a famous quote that your network is your net worth. So if you are address the pain problem of the customer, then they might be in your network and they may help you to get the another projects or another work for you. That's what I believe.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so Vinny, I will take you next because I have the another two questions in the chat box. So just give me 2 minutes. I will get back to you on that. The next question is what will be the approach when you are targeting the new customer, and what should be the ideal approach for a new customer?
See, जैसे मैंने सेल्स प्रोसेस में समझाया कि फर्स्ट यू विल हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आपका कस्टमर कौन सा, राइट? एंड वो कस्टमर्स आपने आइडेंटिफाई कर लिया तो यू शुड हैव अ आंसर ऑफ द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन कि वो कस्टमर मिलता कहाँ पे, राइट? एवरीबडी इज नॉट अवेलेबल ऑनलाइन. लेट्स से दैट, लेट मी टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ स्टारबक्स, राइट? काफी बार मैं कॉमन एग्जांपल ले चुका हूं, फिर भी आई एम गिविंग दिस एग्जांपल अगेन कि आपके पास अगर अपॉर्चुनिटी है स्टारबक्स की फ्रेंचाइजी ओपन करने की, एंड स्टारबक्स इज गिविंग इट फॉर फ्री, कि आपको सिर्फ उसको मैनेज करना है, आपको टाइम देना है, आपको पैसे नहीं देना है फ्रेंचाइजी के लिए, बट लोकेशन विल बी माइन. मैं हम जो लोकेशन पे बोले उस लोकेशन पे आपको स्टारबक्स ओपन करना है. एंड व्हेन दे सेड दैट, फर्स्टली वी थिंक दैट ओके दैट इज द बिग डील, the good deal for us कि स्टारबक्स हमें फ्रेंचाइजी ऑफर कर रहा है, हमें कुछ पैसे नहीं देने हैं, तो लेट्स जस्ट ट्राई इट आउट. मान लो कि अगर उस स्टारबक्स की फ्रेंचाइजी के पीछे आपको मैनेजमेंट और टाइम सब इन्वेस्ट करना है, पर स्टारबक्स बोलता है कि आपको सूरत में लस्काना एरिया में करना है, डू यू थिंक दैट इज द करेक्ट लोकेशन? No, right? I assume the answer that no, that is not the right location for us to open that franchisee for now, because audience is not right over there, right? So whenever we want to approach the customers, we will have to identify कि वो कहाँ पे मिलते हैं, वो कहाँ पे मिलते हैं. वो आइडेंटिफाई करने के बाद उसका प्रॉब्लम क्या हो सकता है और उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या है आपके पास, वो आपको ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करना ही पड़ेगा. आप प्रोडक्ट बेच रहे हो या फिर सर्विस बेच रहे हो, कस्टमर के पेन प्रॉब्लम को अगर आपने आइडेंटिफाई किया तो कस्टमर ड्यूरिंग द कन्वर्जेशन कस्टमर विल आस्क कि क्या आप मुझे कुछ इसमें हेल्प कर सकते हो, राइट? सो देयर इज अ नो प्रूवन स्ट्रेटेजी, बट like I am following different strategy and it's working for me, and if people are following the always be closing nowadays, and it might be working for them as well. Okay, but if I am selling something and my focus will be कि मेरे पास ऐसा क्या है जो उसको हेल्प करे. Even like what I observe that whenever we pitch them for the first time, list of portfolios हम share कर देते हैं. Nobody is interested in that based on whatever I have observed and pattern that I observed in last 6 months. Instead of that, if you will say that कि मैंने for example स्टारबक्स का ही मैंने एग्जांपल लिया, तो स्टारबक्स का ही मैं एग्जांपल फिर से रिपीट करूंगा कि क्या मैं ऐसा बोल सकता हूँ कि मैंने स्टारबक्स को एलपी सवानी रोड पे ऑफिस आउटलेट सेट करने में मैंने स्टारबक्स का आउटलेट 30 दिन में सेटअप कर दिया. I don't need anything else.
Yeah. So
something
Julia,
like
I hope that answered your question. Now moving to the next question is any specific advice about how we can update the current process of sales, or any tool you can suggest?
Before the tool, there are lots of tools available, or before the tool, like I have done the one-to-one with many people and being a salesperson and the founder and the executives, मैं सिर्फ एक ही बात करता हूं कि न्यू प्रोसेस अडॉप्ट करने के लिए आपको छोड़ना सीखना पड़ेगा, राइट? इट्स लाइक आई हैव डन दैट एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई एम शेयरिंग दैट. सेल्स प्रोसेस तभी अडॉप्ट कर पाओगे जब आप कुछ पुरानी प्रोसेस को छोड़ोगे, और पुरानी प्रोसेस को आप छोड़ोगे तो आपको मॉनिटरी टर्म्स में डिसएडवांटेज होगा कि आप उसके लिए रेडी हो. उसके बाद न्यू प्रोसेस कोई भी आप अप्लाई करोगे तो आपको बेनिफिट होगा. So being a salesperson, as I said, कि closing should not be focus, helping is the focus. So यहाँ पे हम क्या छोड़ रहे हैं, you will have to understand this. I hope I answered this question too.
Vinay, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and you can ask the question. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Alpesh. Hey, Jatin, my question for you is, at times we come across situations wherein we do not get replies as expected or in time from our prospects. Say we have
Yes.
worked really hard for them and all of a sudden they just lose the communication. So in
Yes.
these kind of situations, what should be done? Should we still keep chasing them, or should we take it as they are no more interested and try focusing on, say, other leads?
Okay. So this is the good question again. And what I am saying, I'll share the real experience that what I am saying is that our fourth follow-up step is that we ask few questions. As I said, the C stand for closing with commitment, right? So again, whenever you send them the message, it should close with the open-ended question, right? So whenever ask the question rightly, that why they are not responding. Okay. Is there like, do they hire someone, or like prepare some hypothetical questions based on the conversations that you have with your customer, that why they are not responding you. And based on that, you will get to know. Sometimes ऐसा होता है कि my needs are changed. मेरी वो priority ही नहीं है. तो अभी मैं उसमें entertain करना या फिर time invest करना नहीं चाहूंगा. That is a possibility. Another possibility is that मुझे अभी दूसरे किसी को मैंने hire कर लिया. So there is a possibility कि I don't want to entertain other people. But आप right question पूछोगे और उसको आप end करोगे कि that's fine अगर आपका कोई भी answer है, but that will give me clarity कि I should not waste your the quality time or the perspective, like precious time. That moment you might get the majority of the response too, right? And again, you will have to understand, Vinay, everybody is not your customer. So understand the pattern, that why they are not responding, and if you will start noticing these things, you will understand कि आप कहाँ पे मिस्टेक कर रहे हो to approach them, या फिर आपकी प्राइस ज्यादा है. प्राइस देख के जो कस्टमर आता है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट, वो लंबे समय तक नहीं टिकता, वो सही है, राइट? क्योंकि जिसको आईफोन लेना है वो 20,000 में नहीं डिमांड करेगा, वो सही है. पर वो हम आईफोन तभी दे पाएंगे जब हम श्योर है. इफ वी आर कॉपीइंग समवन्स सर्विसेज, और इफ समवन इज डूइंग द थिंग्स, एंड देन दैट्स व्हाई वी वांट टू डू इट, राइट? तो हम वो एक कॉपी पेस्ट वाला चीज हो गया. सो my suggestion is that कि आपके हर फॉलोअप में एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन ऐड करना चालू करो जिससे कस्टमर को आंसर मिले ही, और वो आपके फेवर में नहीं, कस्टमर के फेवर में होना चाहिए.
Okay, I hope you get an answer, Vinay. Yes, Nidal, you can unmute yourself. You can ask the question.
Hello, Jatin sir, Neeraj here.
Yeah, hi, Neeraj.
Hi. So, how can we read the budget, or do we have any way to get clients' budget?
Sorry, it's not clear for me.
So I think he. Yeah, Nidal, please go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, let's say we are in a talk with a prospect, right? We understood everything, right?
Yes.
And before pitching our price, okay, we want to, let's say, get a fair idea about the client's budget. Then what are the right questions to ask them?
See, actually, there is no specific questions, I'll say, because if, as I said, all customers are not equal, right? So during the conversation with the customer, pricing should be based on their needs and exact problems that you have, right? Generally, हम क्या करते हैं कि it again depends on the types of customers too, right? So कोई कस्टमर्स ऐसा होता है कि उसके साथ कन्वर्सेशन करके हमें पता चल जाता है कि उसको प्राइसिंग का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, राइट? उसको कुछ रियल सॉल्यूशन चाहिए. और कोई कस्टमर्स ऐसा होता है जिसको प्राइसिंग का भी प्रॉब्लम है और बजट का भी प्रॉब्लम है। कोई कस्टमर्स ऐसा भी होता है जिसको बजट का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है पर उसको वो भी नहीं पता है कि उसको क्या चाहिए, राइट? सो पीपल्स आर वरी। ओके, अब कस्टमर का बजट हमें समझना है तो कन्वर्जेशन के बेसिस पे हमें we will have to learn the dancing conversation with them where they feel to share their like budget, their problems or objectives behind using your product or services. अगर products में है हम तो कस्टमर के बेसिस पे हमारी प्राइसिंग डिफरेंस नहीं आएगी, वो प्रॉब्लम सिर्फ सर्विसेज में ही आती है, राइट? तो सर्विसेज में हम जब जाते हैं तो सर्विसेज में कस्टमर की पास्ट हिस्ट्री के बेसिस पे भी हम एक अजम्पशन लगा सकते हैं कि कस्टमर्स को लाइक क्या उसने कोई सॉफ्टवेयर में इन्वेस्ट किया है, इफ वी आर इन सॉफ्टवेयर इंडस्ट्री किया है तो कितना किया है, क्यों वो वर्कआउट नहीं हुआ, तो वहां से भी हमें एक आइडिया आ सकता है। सो अगेन आई विल से निरल कि देयर इज अ नो स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन, इट्स लाइक यू विल हैव टू लर्न एंड ऑब्जर्व योर पैटर्न डे बाय डे कि हर एक कस्टमर की नीड अलग अलग है और हर एक कस्टमर अलग है, तो उसके साथ कन्वर्जेशन करके ही आपको समझना है। सो प्रिपेयर अ फ्यू क्वेश्चंस एंड लिस्ट कि इस कस्टमर को मैं क्या क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता हूँ। जैसे मैंने फॉलोअप में डाला तो मैं क्या ट्राई करता हूँ कि मान लो कि कोई कस्टमर है तो अगर मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इसका सॉल्यूशन बिग टिकट क्लाइंट है तो मैं उसको पहले क्लियर करता हूँ सॉल्यूशन देने के बाद। इस सॉल्यूशन बनाने के लिए देयर माइट बी अप्रोक्सीमेट दिस बजट, राइट? इतना बजट जाएगा, होप यू आर ओके विद दैट सो वी कैन कंटिन्यू और समथिंग लाइक दिस। वहां से हमें क्लैरिटी भी मिल सकती है कि हमें हमारा टाइम आगे इन्वेस्ट करना है नहीं करना है, और उसको वो क्लैरिफिकेशन देना है कि हमारा फोकस प्राइस पे नहीं है। बट व्हाई आई एम आस्किंग दिस क्वेश्चन इज दैट आई डोंट वांट टू वेस्ट योर टाइम, अल्टीमेटली आई डोंट वांट टू वेस्ट माय टाइम, राइट? बट ये क्वेश्चन इस तरीके से पूछने से ऐसा होता है कि वी वैल्यू देयर टाइम, so that way you can prepare the list of questions based on the prospects that are contacting you and it might be helpful. I hope Niral I gave the answer.
Okay. Sorry, Urvish, 1 second. Yes, Urvish, you can ask your question. Sorry, I lower your hand. Yeah.
Thank you, Alpesh. Hi, Jatin, Urvish here.
Hi,
So, yeah, I have a question regarding the closing the deal only. So sometimes we come up with any potential client who's coming from the specific industry, let's say a fintech, right?
Right.
So sometimes it happens that we don't have anything similar at our end, but we are 100% confident that we definitely deliver what kind of solutions client is looking for, right? But still client don't want to go ahead with us without looking into any past work similar to that area. So how to close those kind of deals?
Okay, this is a little bit tricky and good questions I can say. See, as I said, everybody want to see the previous solutions that you have given, right? What I can say and what I'm trying to say is that instead of convincing them, what I try to do at that time is that before हमें पहले से पता होता है कि मेरे पास इसका कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं, फर्स्ट थिंग, राइट? सो मैं उसको उस कन्वर्जेशन को इस तरीके से स्टार्ट करता हूं कि उसको लगे मेरे पास नॉलेज है उस इंडस्ट्री का। जैसे कि अभी भी मैं एक फिनटेक में डील कर रहा हूं एंड टू बी ऑनेस्ट आई डोंट हैव एग्जैक्ट सॉल्यूशन, ओके? पर फिनटेक को अगर हम डील कर रहे हैं तो पहले मैंने क्वेश्चन को इस तरीके से रिप्रेजेंट किया है कि वो क्या बनाना चाहता है, क्यों बनाना चाहता है। उसके क्वेश्चन के आंसर पर से मुझे ऐसा फील हुआ कि वो कुछ एक पर्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन चाहता है। सो व्हाट आई डिड, इंस्टेड ऑफ सेइंग व्हाट आई डिड, आई विल से कि मान लो कि वो कस्टमर फोन पे जैसा एक एप्लीकेशन बनाना चाहता है। सो बिफोर यू जंप ऑन द कॉल यू विल हैव टू स्टडी द फोन पे, उसमें क्या प्रोज हो सकते हैं, क्या कॉन्स हो सकते हैं, क्या चैलेंजेस आ सकती है। तो कस्टमर्स कभी कभी प्रूफ ऑफ कंसेप्ट वहां पे पूछना भूल भी जाता है बिकॉज इट शोज कि आपकी उसमें कैपेबिलिटीज है। और वहां पे जैसे वो लायर वाला एक सिंबल आया था वीडियोस में, राइट? लायर, we will have to tell them fintech is the very sensitive topic to share, right? And we have signed NDA. It's a common things that we all are following, I know. So I cannot share that, but if you will allow me, we will at that time we will have to represent ourselves in a way where we can show our expertise if we are 100% confidence. Conversation को हम उस तरीके से कर सकते हैं कि पहले से ही उसके दिमाग में वो क्वेश्चन ही नहीं आए कि मुझे वो देखना है। और उसके लिए कुछ ट्रिक्स, जैसे कि कस्टमर के साथ हम 1-to-1 कर रहे हैं तो वी विल हैव टू रिप्रेजेंट आवरसेल्फ इन अ वे, जैसे कि हम यहाँ पे काफी लोग हैं, राइट, अराउंड लाइक 89 people are there, but only few people have turned on their video because we are believing that we don't have a customer here, but that is a myth again. मैंने लास्ट टाइम जो मास्टरी की इवेंट की थी, आई क्रैक द 3 deals from there. How and why? Think about it. You can find the customer here. So these things matter. मेरे लिए सॉल्यूशन मैटर करता है तो आप मुझे पिच कर ही नहीं पाओगे, वो मैटर करता ही है। पर मेरे लिए अगर पर्सनल का फेस्ट वैल्यू या फिजिकल प्रेजेंटेशन मैटर करता है तो आई विल जंप ऑन द कन्वर्सेशन, आई लव टू डिस्कस विथ यू, और वहां पे आगे जा सकते हैं। सो ये मैटर करता है, डेफिनेटली करता है।
So we have the few questions in chat also, and we have the few raised hand, but we have the time constraint of 4 minutes. So what I will do, Alka has asked 3 questions. I will take only one question, and then after, if you have time, I will take one more question. So we will last 2 questions. What things keep in mind when submitting a proposal? So I'm assuming Alka is talking about the Upwork, might be. So yeah, I mean, when we are submitting a proposal, what we need to keep in mind?
First thing is that sending the 15 proposal in a day is the old fashion nowadays, right? So first things that you should keep in your mind that 15 proposals submit up karoge to we cannot expect the quality of work from them, right? For our team, or even we are doing it, do it by yourself, and then you will get to know ki okay, मैं नहीं कर पा रहा हूं, तो even after having experience in this particular field, मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है तो मेरी टीम से भी नहीं होगा। सो इंडिविजुअली आप उस पर्टिकुलर डील को, पर्टिकुलर जॉब को एंटरटेन करो जहां पे आपको ऐसा लग रहा है पहले कि ओके, आई एम वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट इन दिस। वहां पे सारे फिल्टर सही, उस फिल्टर में जाने के बाद अपवर्क में आपकी प्रपोजल में क्या दिखता है, तो फर्स्ट 2 और 3 लाइन मैक्सिमम, क्या वो 3 लाइन में आप उसको इंप्रेस कर सकते हो? ऑब्वियसली आप तभी कर पाओगे जब आप उसके बारे में लिखोगे, राइट? सो जब आप उस पे वो लिखते हो तो देयर इज अ चांस कि आपकी प्रोफाइल लिंक हो, तभी वो पूरा प्रपोजल दिखेगा। और प्रपोजल में अगर आपने आपके बारे में ज्यादा लिखा है या बोला है तो अगेन आई एम नॉट इंटरेस्टेड, राइट? सो आप उसके बारे में क्या बोल सकते हो? जैसे कि फिनटेक का एक एग्जांपल उरुष भाई ने दिया, तो फिनटेक का आपके पास कुछ सॉल्यूशन है, नहीं है तो क्या क्या चैलेंजेस आ सकते हैं, कौन से रिस्क फैक्टर्स हो सकते हैं, वो हमें ट्रेन टीम को करना पड़ेगा। वो करने के बाद हम उसको अगर मैसेज करेंगे तो देयर इज अ हाई चांस कि वो सेल्स हम क्लोज कर सके, अगर लीड जनरेट होती है तो।
Okay.
So यहाँ पे U plus me plus U formula will work again. Yes.
Yes, Jihan, you can ask your question. You can also unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Alpesh. What my question is, what if the client asks for the multiple times of POC, like for the POC only he asks multiple revision, and it takes around more than 2.5 months for me. Actually, this problem is facing him right now. So how to deal with this kind of things? I mean, the client says it's a big project, like we need around 50 employees to complete this task, and we have a good page also, but still they ask these things.
POs, okay, proof of concept,
Yeah,
proof of
yeah,
work, right?
yeah.
Okay, see, if you already have an example, see, big ticket clients may have that like trauma in their mind that if I'll hire the people from these guys, क्या वो हमें हेल्प कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते? So obviously proof of concepts either आप अपने previous work से दिखा सकते हैं, या फिर आप very confident हो कि आप उसको deliver कर ही सकते हो, तो at least you should invest the time, not for a month. You should invest the time for like few days, जहाँ पे आप अपना कुछ particular जो challenging part है वो मतलब उसको execute करके दिखाओ कि this is the most challenging part that either we feel or the client may feel, और उसके बेसिस पे हमने अचीव किया है, राइट? जिसमें डिजाइन फोकस नहीं होना चाहिए, या फिर क्लाइंट को अंडरस्टैंड करना पड़ेगा कि क्लाइंट की नीड क्या हो सकती है, उसके बेसिस पे आप कर सकते हो। सो समटाइम इट्स नेसेसरी टू बिल्ड द ट्रस्ट।
Alright, yeah, thank you.
We almost up with the time. If you guys allow, there is a 2-person has a question, or we can do one thing. Jatin, you can share your details if you like to. If they want, you can share your details, how they can contact you and how you can answer the questions. And also, you can, if you want, you can share the sales group which we have. You are running.
Yes.
You can also share with other people, so they can connect you and they can. Yeah, you can share that in a group if you want. Yeah, that's
Yes.
on you.
Yes, I already shared my LinkedIn profile and my direct WhatsApp number, because as I said that I have to understand the pain problem, right? So you don't have to save my number. Just click on the link and WhatsApp will be pop up. You can send me the message anytime. I'll respond you in the whatever manners I can. And I would love to have I would love to help you all guys. And as Alpesh said that, yes, I have created the sales community. And if you guys would like to join that community, I will request you guys to follow certain guidelines. And after you follow that guidelines, I'll add you in that group. So it's a private group and I will allow you to join that group if you will follow that guideline. So you can send me the message and show your interest if you want to join that community, and then I will share the details. And 150 members are there in that community currently.
Thank you, Jatin. So I have shared your WhatsApp number and you can say LinkedIn link in the chat. And thank you once again. Thank you very much for giving the today's session and sharing your valuable knowledge with all the people. Yeah, I mean, last and not least, we will have the same session on the next month, same time, same last Friday. And also, we will send you one mail for a feedback, how you like about the session, how you think about what do you think about the speaker, and what value you get, right? So we will share one mail with you guys, and please do fill up that form. Please give the feedback, so it will help us to serve you better, help us to get more details, like what type of sessions we should do and what type of speaker we invite in the next sessions. Thank you very much again, everyone. We will see you in the next month with the new session and new speaker. Thank you very much.